I'm standing in the dark Potomac River. It is rainy here as well today or this evening, and that will also be a factor that, of course, investigators will want to look into. The weather not particularly good at Philadelphia Northeast International Airport. Low overcast, rain, and mist. That will be something that investigators will fold into their investigation as they just begin this. We are at the very opening stages of trying to figure out exactly what happened here.
And Pete, how much fuel would an aircraft like this have for, I mean, if it's going to Branson from Philadelphia, more than 1,000 miles?
The gallons would have to be in the hundreds, Anderson. I'm not totally sure of the fuel capacity on the Lear 55. It usually has a capacity of about 6,000 pounds. That's a significant amount of fuel. Private business jets measure fuel in pounds, not gallons. That's a bit of a difference from smaller airplanes. And to be clear, this is not something that was a very small aircraft. Initially, we were reporting this might have been a single-engine airplane. This is a twin-engine jet. It's much closer in size to the regional jet that we saw crash here in D.C. Has a wingspan of about 45 to 50 feet, and it is a pretty large airplane. Requires typically 2 crew. This is not something, it's of a vintage that would not be a jet that would be able to be flown by 1 passenger. And we're getting more details about this all the time. But of course, investigators will want to look at the video that you and I keep seeing, that we keep bringing in at CNN to figure out what went wrong here. And they're able to deduce with a lot of reliability and go through frame by frame by doing a little bit of trigonometry and a little bit of math, the speed of the airplane, the altitude, although we do know that at least from the preliminary data from open source sites like ADS-B Exchange and Flight Radar 24, that this flight had just taken off, was in the air for a total of about 41 or 42 seconds, and reached a maximum descent of an alarming rate of 11,000 feet per minute. That is a tremendous plunge. And the maximum altitude here was only about 1,600 feet, according to the data. So it's very granular data, but it's very preliminary. And of course, the NTSB will have access to much better data from radar locations around the